I got to spend a lot of time in Portland this last summer with my cousins. We decided that we were going to have a garden because the years previous to this one, we had one and it was quite successful. So we went to the Portland nursery and got the plants that we had decided that we wanted to grow and end up harvesting. And we came back and we made a fertilizer and put it in boxes that we had made that were pretty good sized boxes on the ground. And we planted peppers and tomatoes and corn and lettuce, and we had grapevines growing, and we had an apple tree. And so it was so fun just getting to have the planting part. I love gardening, and so digging the little holes for the plants and mounting them up and learning about like how you want to mount the plant so that when it is when you water them, that the excess water that it doesn't need kind of spills out, and the stuff that it does still need will absorb up. And so it was just really cool, like learning more things about gardening and getting to see them grow every single day. It was definitely kind of frustrating when like things like kind of go wrong. So we had a good problem was that we had so much tomato plants that they kind of interweaved into each other, so it was kind of hard going through and picking the tomatoes. And so the payoff for it was so wonderful because we had just like bowls and bowls of tomatoes, and we had fresh peppers like bell peppers, and we had squashes that were just so delicious. And unfortunately I had to come back to Port Angeles before I was able to eat the corn, but according to my cousins that I was with, the corn was quite delicious too. So overall, the garden turned out really well, and it was just so fun getting to plant it and watching all of the things grow up, like grow from being such a small little plant, practically nothing, to this huge plant. So like the corn stalk, the corn when we first planted it was practically nothing, and then at the end it was 4 or 5 feet tall with stalks of corn on it. It was so cool seeing that process. And so for next year, I can't wait until I'm actually living in Portland, and not only will I get to have a summer garden, but I'll get to have a year-round garden. And so I'll constantly be getting that wonderfulness of gardening. And so I just love it so much, and I think that everybody should do gardening because it's just so fun.